Arena yesterday. That was crazy. I mean, I couldn't believe the amount of comments and things we got on Bassmaster.com, on the Bassmaster Facebook and everything. I mean, just last month, the cover of Bassmaster, the title was, "Can He Be Stopped?" Yesterday, it looked like nobody could stop you.
You know, I really had a great day yesterday. You know, that biggest fish I caught, I had my bait hung up and I popped it loose and he ate it. You know, so I mean, things are going your way when stuff like that happens. But that's what it takes in the Bassmasters Classic. You gotta capitalize on every opportunity. You got to make things happen. You got to be confident. And you know, I've never had a problem with that. I've always believed that I can catch them, and you got to have a great attitude. And that, you know, going into today, I know I've got a great area. The winning fish live there. I just got to execute and get them in the boat.
As far as techniques, have you been cycling through a bunch of different techniques, or has it been one thing the whole time?
Oh, I'm experimenting with a lot of things. You know, the fish right now are getting ready to spawn, and they're really not thinking about eating. They're thinking about spawning. So their mood changes by the minute sometimes. You know how that can be, and you know, so I keep experimenting, keep trying different things, and you just, you know, you got to do what you have confidence in, and you know, that's how I'm going to fish today.
That many anglers around you. I mean, you're used to spectators. You just heard Brandon Polnick said he's never had to deal with spectators. Let me ask you, you've been watching him fish. What do you think of this kid?
He's been doing a really good job. You know, he's kind of off in the same area that I'm at, kind of off to the side, and he hasn't had to deal with near the boats that this, you know, like Aaron and Scott and I have had to, and Derek's right there too. So, you know, it's one of those things that it's a special area without a doubt. You know, this whole system, you know, it's phenomenal. Like Tripp said, the conditions are just perfect. These fish are so healthy right now, and New Orleans Delta is showing what it's capable of. I mean, that's really what I wanted to see from the tournament. You know, if I couldn't win, I really wanted, because these are the best fishermen in the world, I wanted somebody to show that, you know, the New Orleans Delta, even after the hurricanes and the oil spill and things like that, that it's alive and well, and the fishery is world class, and it's a great place to come and visit. So, and you know, we've got the weather to really do that, and that's exactly what's going on this week.
You guys are definitely catching them, but one of the things as a fan that amazes me is 2 years in a row we're in a similar situation. Last year was on Beeswax Creek. This year you guys are all grouped together again. How does that happen? I mean, with so much water to cover, and you guys all end up in the same area. Does that often happen on tour?
It happens every time on tour. You know, you're going to see that when you put a group of anglers like this together. I mean, these are 50 of the best anglers in the world, and they scoured thousands of miles of delta. You know, I mean, there's thousands and thousands of acres out there. You can go about anywhere. They're going to find those sweet spots. You know, I mean, Brent's probably running the farthest of any of us, and you know, and he's got sounds like a small little area, and it's been pretty magic for him. And you know, the other four of us are all in the same area too. And again, it's got all the right ingredients for the time of the year, and that's what these guys do. You know, I mean, it's all about following the seasonal patterns and being able to read habitat and having some experience on the water. And if you look at the diversity of these anglers here from all areas of the country, they all know how to catch them.
Coming into this event, did you think you'd be sharing that spot with somebody, or did you think you'd have it all to yourself?
No, I knew there'd be. I'm surprised there's not more people there. You know, I mean, yesterday quite a few competitors came in there and started, you know, kind of fishing around. But you know, the first day there was just a handful of us that really had it figured out from practice of where to be and what to do. And you know, I was kind of surprised, but glad.
Last question, then I'm going to let you go get back and get ready. Kevin Van Dam, you are just a few hours away from potentially doing something that only one other angler's ever done, and that's win 4 classics in a row and also win back-to-back classics. Rick Klon on your mind at all, or you just got your game face on?
You know, it'd be pretty awesome because Rick is one of the guys that when I was growing up, I idolized him. You know, I mean, I followed it, and not just Rick, but you know, Denny Brower, Larry Nixon, Hank Parker, Bill Dance, you know, Jimmy Houston, Roland Martin, all those guys. I mean, when I was a kid, I'd watch all the TV shows and reading Bassmaster magazine. You know, it was something that I was in awe of. So to have that shot, it would be really special. But I can tell you right now, I'm just focused on the competition. You know, for me, it's the thrill of the competition and the camaraderie that I have with these guys. I mean, we spend so much time together on the road. All these guys, we're friends together. You know, that's what makes our sport, I think, special. And you know, I know what it'd mean for, you know, you look like Brendan. It'd be a game-changing, career-making deal if he could win the Classic. Brent Chapman's, you know, same thing. It's you know, I know how bad he wants to. Scott Rook's my roommate, you know. I mean, we spend time together all year long, and he finished second to me in 2001 down here. I know how bad he wants to win it and what it'd mean to him. And so same thing with Derek. Go right down the line, you know. You look at Gary Klein. He's been to 29 Classics and still hasn't been able to get it. He's been close so many times. It's the hardest event to win.
But your boat and get ready. Daytona 500. Who you picking today?
Jay.
All right. Kevin Van Dam going trying to win Fishing's Daytona 500 today. Brett Chapman, if we can get you over here. Man, oh man, you got your wish come true.